Hey, what's going on, guys? Sinister Skater here. I just got my Diamond Camo on the assault rifle, so you know what that means. It's time for the first installment of a favorite series that began in Black Ops 3, Best to Worst. So the idea behind this is once I get Diamond Camo for a weapon class, I mastered that class. I've had a significant time spent with each of the weapons, so I'll go ahead and rank the weapons for you guys. So those of you that don't have the game or haven't used a weapon can go into Infinite Warfare with some knowledge and dominate the battlefield. I've also learned people like ranking lists and things like that. People get very passionate about their guns, like to share their opinions, so this is just a fun series to do overall. So we're doing assault rifles first. And I found the assault rifles are just very hard to rank. And there's a couple reasons for that. One, there's only 5 assault rifles in this game right now, and each have a unique factor to them that just makes the gun have this clear, individual playstyle for each of the guns. And all the assault rifles are pretty good. I can do well with each of them. It's not like any of them are straight up garbage. I was able to identify one that's really good and one that I feel is worse out of all of them, but the other 3 I just had a hard time ranking. I spent a couple extra days just playing with them after I got Diamond, and still just found them hard to rank. But nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and rank them right now. But as always, you're encouraged to share your own best to worst list in the comments down below. You can comment on my list, leave anything you want to leave down below in the comments. So let's get into this. Oh, I should mention, these are the base weapons. We're not talking about variants and all that. We might do that in a later best to worst series, but we're talking about base weapons for these. So the best assault rifle, in my opinion, is the NV4. It's the first weapon available. It's the best assault rifle. Better than all the rest, hands down. It's like the perfect assault rifle. It's very similar to the ACR from Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion. It has a decent rate of fire, good damage, usually it's a 4-shot kill, but what makes it absolutely amazing is there's virtually no recoil. There's very little recoil. It's very, very easy to control. It makes the gun just very easy to use and very effective. One thing I also found that this weapon is really consistent. Other weapons, the other assault rifles I found are kind of on and off. Sometimes I can do really well with them. Sometimes they just don't feel right. The NV4, I can always expect the same thing from it and do really well with it because it's just a good, solid assault rifle. And it's definitely the best overall, hands down. Again, the next 3 on the list, I don't know. They're kind of all even to me, and I'm still not certain about this, but I'm going to put the KBAR 32 at number 2, second best. It's, in my opinion, it's a slightly worse version of the NV4. Notable feature of the KBAR is that it has more recoil, but also has an increased rate of fire. You can run slightly faster with it. It has a tighter hip spread. It's kind of like the HVK from Black Ops 3. It's like this more mobile assault rifle, kind of like a hybrid type class. It's definitely a solid AR. It's just the recoil can be very unpredictable at times. Sometimes it's very minimal. It just makes the gun a bit harder to use, especially at long range. Find it more of like a mid-range assault rifle. And I'm talking about the base weapon here. I've heard the Epic is pretty good, but the base weapon of the KBAR 32, it feels like a tweaked, slightly worse version of the NV4, at least within this first month of the game. And yeah, that's my opinion. I mean, it's a good assault rifle. It just has a recoil. It's a bit more unpredictable. NV4 is definitely better than it. But it's a solid assault rifle at number 2. At number 3, I'm going to put the Wreck. I feel like I always want to flip the Wreck and the KBAR all the time, but I'm going to put it below the KBAR because at times it seems like it's a bit less consistent. The Wreck is a 3-burst assault rifle. It has a slower rate of fire. It's kind of like the XR2 to Black Ops 3 if you guys played Black Ops 3. It has very little recoil. It's easy to burst people down at long range and close range. I get a lot of one-shot or one-burst kills in close quarters and mid-range. But sometimes I feel like you hit it, you'll hit a full burst. You feel like you're hitting a full burst, but one of the bullets apparently missed, so you didn't get the kill, and then you need to pump another burst into them, and that just makes it feel very inconsistent. The other downside to this weapon is that it has a slow rate of fire. It feels very slow, like I don't know, I just want to burst another burst, but I can't do it yet. I mean, it's not too slow, but that's just how it feels to me. And this comes to play especially in close quarter situations or 2v1 situations. If you miss a burst or you don't get a 1-burst kill, if the enemy can aim, you're probably going to die. But overall, it's a very good assault rifle, very powerful. Just rate of fire can screw you over in certain situations. Wreck at number 3. At number 4, I'm going to put the Volk. It's a good assault rifle, like all these assault rifles. It's the AK-47 archetype where it's a 3-hit kill, very powerful, but it has a lot of recoil. Now, before it was nerfed, this thing was actually nerfed like a couple weeks into the game. probably be at the number 2 spot with the K-bar and the rec push down, but the nerf made the recoil kick a lot more. It makes it not as easy to use, but it's still really freaking powerful. I find myself shredding people in close quarter situations when I don't have to worry about recoil, but at mid-range and long range, the gun starts to kick more, and it's hard to kill people with, I guess. Pro tip though, if you pull the trigger rapidly and get these like rapid single shots to fire, there's very little recoil with the Volk, and it's actually easy to use at a distance, but it's harder to use at a distance, I guess. Good assault rifle overall, don't get me wrong. Like I said, all these assault rifles are good. It's just the downside to this weapon is the recoil and handling. Just makes it a little bit worse than everything I've mentioned before. So that's that. Now it's time for the worst assault rifle. At number 5, I'm putting the last one left, the Type 2. Now I love this gun. It's very fun to use. I wanted to put it at like number 1 or 2 at the beginning of the game, but when you take a hard look at the gun, it's just not the best option out of all those assault rifles. It's a 5-shot kill weapon. It has the highest rate of fire in all the assault rifles. It's actually pretty accurate and feels good. It shreds at close quarters combat, kind of tops off in mid-range. It's like a mid-range close quarters combat assault rifle, but you can't really get kills with it at long range. And it's kind of a hybrid. You can take the weapon apart and you can have these 2 fast firing kind of, I don't know, dual wield Glocks, you can say. You dual wield the Type 2s, and these things actually aren't that good. Like when you're even in the same room, the dual wielding is not that accurate. I'd say it's really good and really accurate when you're at like a sliding distance from the enemy. It definitely mows people down, but they're just kind of inaccurate and they're not really that good, but they're fun to run around with for sure and just mow people down with. But overall, Type 2, it's like a faster but worse K-bar in my opinion. It's more of an SMG than an AR. And when you just look at the other assault rifles that are available to you, this is the worst option when you just compare it to the others. But that's that. That's the best of the worst for the assault rifles. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you did. Maybe drop a like too. But you guys heard my list. Let me see yours. Again, you're encouraged to leave your own list down below in the comments. If you don't want to do a full list, let me know your best assault rifle or your worst assault rifle. Something you feel passionate about. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Extensivley Skater. Be sure to subscribe for future gaming and Call of Duty content if you guys aren't already. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike if you disliked it. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.